Hey rollers, if you've grappled for long enough, you've probably dealt with some sore ears, maybe even full-on cauliflower issues. I've been pretty careful, but I've still managed a few instances of minor puffy ear syndrome. Before I show you how I deal with it, I just want to remind you that I'm
not a doctor. Shh.
If I ever feel tenderness after getting my ears roughed up, I strap on these beauties and try to look extra cool. I make a point to wear them for a week after my ears feel good, just to make sure. If I'm too late and there's actually serous fluid creating a pocket, I get my wife to drain it for me. I've done this myself, but somehow that sucks way more. Don't get me wrong, it sucks either way. She uses alcohol swabs to clean the area and then uses an insulin needle to draw the fluid out. We found that the serous fluid is thin, so a small 30 gauge needle works perfectly. At first. By the way, be prepared to get some over-the-glasses looks when you buy the needles. I wanted to tell the drugstore clerk what I was buying them for, but I generally like to mind my own business and let other people think what they want to. I'm not a huge fan of getting jabbed with sharp objects, but this is actually not bad. It's incredibly satisfying to know that the fluid is draining out along with the pressure and tenderness. It's also nice to know that I can remain incredibly good looking. It feels great when the draining is done because my ear looks and feels normal, but if I don't compress it, more fluid just comes in and fills the pocket again. I've tried a bunch of different ways to keep the area compressed, but the best method I found was to use a magnet. Years ago, when this first happened, I pulled a strong magnet out of an old computer and I used a coin on the other side to keep the compression on, and then I wrapped my head to look like a lobotomy patient. I've used that system every time I've had my ears drained, and it seems to do the trick. Unfortunately, I still have too much pride to walk around like this, so I only keep this on at home. As I go about my normal life, including training with headgear, the serous fluid fills in again, and I need to get it drained again, and again, and again. Even more unfortunately, the fluid gets thicker over time, so a larger gauge needle is required to suck it out. The largest we've used is a 22 gauge, and that gets pretty uncomfortable, especially if it has to explore a few different angles and depths to find the fluid. The good news is that it eventually heals and starts to look normal. It takes a couple of weeks, but this might happen faster if I was more diligent with the compression. If you're struggling with cauliflower ears, I hope this was helpful. Or I hope you can grow hair better than I can. In any case, stay beautiful. Please consider dropping a comment, as well as liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching.